It's February, so we are right in the middle of gecko egg laying season. This is our incubator. We're only about maybe a third of the way full right now, but within the next month and a half, this entire incubator will be basically stuffed full of gecko eggs. We incubate them in deli cups. Some nice looking eggs right there. Now this is this incubation medium is a medium or coarse grade vermiculite. It's just damp enough so that if you squeeze some together it packs, but you don't actually feel any water come out. It's kind of hard to get that water to vermiculite ratio just right, but it's really critical to hatching the eggs out. We basically set the eggs up in small groups in these 8-ounce deli cups. As far as the air exchange in here, we put one tiny pinhole through the side of the container, otherwise it's airtight. That way we don't lose moisture out of that vermiculite as incubation goes on. This is our female incubator here. Temperature, leopard geckos are temperature sex dependent. So if we incubate at about 82, 83 degrees, I see it's about 81 right now. This thermometer I think is a little bit off too, but it's about like 82 degrees in here on the average, so we're going to end up with virtually all females in here. We have a second incubator where we incubate some eggs at 88 degrees to produce all males, or nearly all males, so that we can kind of control how many males versus females that we're getting. So we'll just keep putting those in there, and every day we go through and check them and pull out all the babies that hatch. And with the babies, we set those up over here. We have several rack systems like this where we set up individual babies. It's basically a tray with a bunch of baby geckos in it. It's kind of a mixed group of morphs in there. Actually a couple tail nips in there too. Which happens, the downside of keeping leopard gecko babies in groups is that sometimes they nip the tails off of other geckos. So we try to separate them as much into individual containers as we can. This wall here, you can see a lot of empty spaces in there. We're getting kind of picked over. This is where we put most of our nicer leopard gecko morphs, so we want to raise up and get some good size on them. Here's a couple really impressive animals that we have here. This is a Glow Raptor. We basically took the raptor leopard geckos and bred them into the Trumper Sunglows. And what our goal is to produce raptors that have really nice, bright, vibrant colors. Here's another really nice male that we actually have that's available right now. So that's one of the newer morphs that we're working on. There's another really nice one right down here. Some of them have more pattern than others, but the nice thing is that as they grow they don't get more of the darker spotting on them than a normal raptor would get. This one's actually a snake-eyed raptor. He's got partial red eyes and partial normal colored eyes. That trait is referred to as a snake eye. And then here's another cool project that we've been working on. This is called an Ember. And this is actually a Trumper patternless albino with red raptor eyes. We were the first to produce these a couple of years ago, and they look similar to a raptor, but the patternless gene being used in this is the typical patternless or leucistic leopard gecko instead of the raptor patternless gene. So this is where all the individuals go. We feed them a diet of mealworms, dusted with calcium, give them fresh water at all times, then we clean the paper and their hiding places as needed. When they go on the website, we put ID numbers on every one. So say somebody wants pet Ember number 312, I can come right into this wall here and find number 312, and that way I make sure that the customer gets the correct gecko. That's kind of the system that we have set up for our baby leopard geckos and our adults that we keep individually. If you want to see our available animals, check out our available page at our website, crestedgecko.com.